Good afternoon, Stitchy friends. Happy February. It is February the 3rd today, and it is a balmy with the wind chill minus 42. Without the wind chill, it is minus 34. So, yeah, I'm in my pajamas, my nice cozy warm pajamas, and I am stitching and knitting. I thought that I would show you guys what I've been up to the past 3 days. Luckily, the dude that designs this released it early, so I got to start that, I think, on the 30th or 31st. I forget which day I started it on. So I'm working on that as much as I can. It's kind of boring just stitching lines, so you know, I only do so much and then I'm like, oh, I'm bored, so then I go do something else. But yeah, I'll turn you guys around and show you that, and then I'll show you what I'm knitting on. I don't really know the terms. I'm very ignorant about what I'm doing. I'm just doing whatever a video tells me to do, basically. So this is the top part of the paths. So I just have to do this square here, and then this part will be done. And then I have to move the frame and then do this down there as well as these squares, and then it'll be done. So I'll say another week, because I'm going back to school tomorrow. I'll hopefully be able to finish it like in the evening in the week, during the week, so then maybe Friday or Saturday I'll have it finished and I can move on to something else. But that's it so far, and that's the purple pathways. It's turning out really nice so far. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be working on the March piece, because of course I don't know what he's putting in here, and of course I'm picking different colors, and like, is this going to be the same as this, or is it going to be different, or like, is this going to be the same as down here? Like, what's going on? I don't know. And I'm really scared to stitch something. Say this was, then it goes like this, 1 2 2 2 2, like that. He did it like that. If I stitch this, then like, I'm not sure it would have the same color. Like, I just want to know what I'm stitching before I commit to any colors. So we'll see. I have a child yelling at me, so I gotta go. So this here is Barbie, and I was doing some practice stitching, and I ended up making her a scarf, and then I was practicing some more and I made her this hat. So this is what I do with my practice stitching. This is actually what I'm stitching. It's the same stitch as, I have these circular things, and so I'm doing the exact same stitch on here, and I'm not sure what it's called. I'm not sure if it's called a fisherman's rib or if it's something called something else, but I basically slip 1, knit 2, slip 1, knit 2, you know, back and forth, and then it gets this ribbed kind of a thing. You knitters know what I'm talking about. I have no clue what I'm talking about, but anyway, when I get more done, I will show you. The goal is to make a scarf. We'll see how far I get, and if I have to rip it out, we'll see. But that's what I am knitting right now. Okay guys, it is February the 9th, and I have just finished my Pathways round 2 of the Peacock sampler. So that is it. There are mistakes in it, but I don't care. If you look closely, you'll be able to find them, but you know, I don't care. I'm keeping it the way it is. It's a pathway. It can have mistakes in it. That's life. So that's it. I'm not sure when I'm going to work on this next. We'll see what the March part is, and I'll decide then if I'm going to continue on it month to month or if I'm going to wait a little bit before I go at it again. But that's it so far. See you later, Elvis. So this here is a diamond painting that I ordered from AliExpress. It is an owl, obviously. My daughter is doing this one. She's 9 years old, and this is what she's completed so far. We have all of the diamonds in an old Ferrero Rocher container, and she's enjoying it so far. Are you excited to start your first diamond painting?
Yep.
What's the elephant's name gonna be?
Tony.
Toonie?
Yeah.
Hi guys, it is the 11th now, and I am just in my room relaxing. I've been tired. But I thought that I would show you my knitting. Ooh. There are mistakes in it, but that's to be expected with my very first piece, right? At least hope so. I'm not ripping it out because I just don't feel like it, and you see see there? I don't know what I did there. Right there. Right here. And where else is there a mistake? Oh. Can you see right? Somewhere. But it's like a ribbed sort of a scarf, and that's how far I've gotten so far. This is taking a long time. I only stitch a few rows at a time, and then I stop because I don't know. I don't think knitting is something that will take over my cross stitching. I don't think I enjoy it enough. Like, I want to make things, like I want to make scarves, and I want to make shawls and mitts and toques and stuff because I live in Canada and I kind of need it. But for it to take over my life and it be the only thing that I do, I don't think that will happen. But I do enjoy working on it when I'm too tired to cross stitch, and then I just come to bed and I can knit. Or I can also take this in the car and knit, so it's good that way. So that's what I've done so far. It's supposed to be like, I don't know how long I want it, like 5 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet. So I still got a long ways to go because I'm tall. I'm like 5'10", so I kind of want a really long scarf that I can wrap around and around and around and, you know, be a mummy. Especially when it's been so cold. We've had a week of like high -30s, low 40, -40s. I'm so tired of it, but you know, that's what I need this for. But that's it for knitting, and I will show you what I've been working on a little bit later on my cross stitch. I pulled out something new, and tell you what my plans are for the rest of the month. Good evening, stitchy friends. Happy Valentine's Day. It is February the 14th in the evening, and I thought that I would just update you guys. I have a quiet moment here. The birds are covered up, the kids have gone to sleep, or gone to bed anyway. And so I thought I would show you what I'm doing with my cross stitching. So I pulled her out. This is Eastern Beauty. I started her on reading week in October, and I just didn't have a chance to work on her much last year because of my schooling. So I thought that I would devote a couple of days a month to her, perhaps, and see if I can get this boring brownish border completed. I can't wait to get to her, but of course I have to complete all of this and then the black around her as well. So if I work on her a couple of days out of the month, then, you know, I'll be able to see some progress. And so I completed all of this. I'm not sure if I'm going to work on her anymore this month, but I did complete quite a bit compared to what was done before. I don't have a before picture, but I stitched on her for like 2 or 3 days already, and she's just sitting here. I might not. It all depends on how I feel. And so yeah, that part is done. This is the centerpiece. So this here is like this piece right here. So even if I can get this half done, then that will be good, and then I can just concentrate on the other half of it another time. We'll see. So this is what I've gotten for Valentine's Day. My husband got me this box because I love to ride my bike. That's how I used to get around when I lived in the city. I didn't have a driver's license and I drove. And he got me this little box. It's not too terribly big. I have a bigger trunk that carries my cross-stitching stuff. I call it my tickle trunk, in memory of good old Mr. Dress Up. So this will be my, I guess, my knitting tickle trunk. He said that he got it for me to put in my yarn and my knitting and stuff. So I do have Q-snaps in there though. So here's my scarf that so far I've gotten on my scarf so far. Yep. And more wool. And I'm also starting something new, which is this. It's supposed to be a knitted shawl, so I learned how to add on one, increase one, I guess is what you call it. I don't know. Increase. And my mother-in-law gave me needles. So this is a number 8. And this is how it's coming out on a number 8. I don't know. I'm just doing I'm just practicing really. If it turns into something, then it does. So yeah, I'm learning how to increase by 1 each row, and then you knit the rest. And that's what the video says to do, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm just using this practice yarn that my mother-in-law gave me. So if it turns into something, I'll give it to my one of my kids, and then I will use that yarn for something for me. I have managed to finish my page on my diamond painting. So today's the 14th, so I'm going to continue on with the next page. I doubt I'll be able to get a full page finished by the end of this month, seeing the month is so short. And I still have other stitching projects that I want to do, cross-stitching projects. And so I'll just work on it whenever I feel like it. And I am going to be treating this more like a cross-stitch though, and devoting more time to it so that I can get all the way across by the end of the year. And perhaps move on to another row if possible, but we'll see. But that is finishing up this tree here. Where's the picture? Here it is. So this goes to about here, I would say. Goes here. So if you go all the way across, I will be eventually getting to her head. I'm getting to the piano in the next couple of pages and her head. So that will be exciting. And the piano pages. Oh, I can't wait to get there. The other thing that I've been working on, I've just been working on it today, but the next project I'll be concentrating on this month is my howling. I'm going to see if I can get this done. All of this cloud here done. And then I think maybe I will go down and fill this in. Fill this in here and see where that takes me. And yeah, I'm really enjoying stitching on this, and I'm really enjoying the blues and stitching the different clouds. So I'm really enjoying this one again. And that's about all that I have so far. Good evening, friends. Today is February the 27th. Now, I don't know where you guys are and if you have this day or not, but here in Alberta we have Pink Shirt Day, which I am wearing a pink shirt. It represents putting a stop to bullying, and so make sure that if you see somebody being bullied, even on YouTube and on Facebook, that you stand up, because I know a lot of bullying happens now on the internet. So even as adults, this is for school, of course, you wear a pink shirt to school, and so it was for the kids, but you know, us adults need to smarten up too sometimes, I think. So remember, be kind to everybody always, and stand up when you see bullying. I'm going to show you guys the rest of my stitching. I just continued on with my howling. I only worked on that and my peacock this month. I am working on my diamond painting because I want to get that page finished. I'm treating the diamond painting like a cross stitch, and the fact that I'm giving it time. And then I am also doing my knitting as well when I'm too tired to stitch. So this is my howling. It is from Tilton Crafts. This is, I don't think I've told you what count this is. This is 22 count. I'm doing 2/2, and I like it. It's not too thick for me. I like it thick. Well, I don't like it. I think it's okay. I wouldn't do 25 count 2/2. That's for darn sure. I think this is about as, unless I was 10 stitching. So this is 22 count, 2/2, 2/1, sorry. And the page line is right here. So I almost made it to the page line. I stopped because I wanted to work on my diamond painting. And I think maybe next month, I'm not sure if I'm going to go this way or if I'm going to go down here. I'll see what I feel, because I already have all the blues pulled out. And there's only maybe 10 or so that are exchangeable, and when you have a heavy confetti piece like this, like down in the Wolf, or getting into here where we're getting into the mountains, it's quite confetti heavy. So working up here in the clouds where there's only maybe 10 color changes, it's actually quite nice. So I might continue on with that. And I'm stitching this in hand. I just like to be able to grab it and work on it in hand, and it's nice. I'm really enjoying working on it again. My diamond painting is coming along nicely. So if I went like this, I'm ripping. If I went like this, this would be all I have left of the page, which is that. But it's actually not confetti heavy at all, so I can get a lot done a lot faster than in this area or in the tree area, like the leaf area. So I have tonight and tomorrow, and then that's the end of the month. So whatever I don't finish, I'll just, I'm going to finish this page off before I move on to something else. I don't know if I'll be able to get it done by tomorrow, which is the end of the month. Is it the end of the month? It's only 28 days this month, right? I don't know. I'll just keep going on it until I finish. And then I'll go to something else for March. Maybe the peacock. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Or I'll just pick something else. Now for my knitting. This is going to be like a shawl, I guess. And the basic point of this is for me to learn have a consistent practice on my knit stitches. I learned how to change color, and I learned how to add on a stitch, which is, I think they call it, knit one in the back one, where you take one stitch and make it into two. Knit one, back one. I don't know. You knitters know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know the terms. I just kind of copy what the people on the YouTube videos do. And so this will probably just be a wrap for my kids. I'm just gonna make it for like a kid size. And the kids can wear it in the car when it's cold, or put it on their lap. And then when I get good at that, then I will I'll make a bigger one with more different stitches for myself. There's the back, there's the front. I have screwed up on it in a few spots, but you know, that's what happens when you're learning how to knit and you're teaching yourself. So that's the way it goes. So that's that one. This is my handy dandy scarf that I'm knitting in the brioche stitch. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I did screw up right here. I somehow did something. Oh, I was doing something and it got knocked off the needle. That's the word. It got knocked off the needle. These little loops. And so I thought that I picked them all up, but I didn't, and I missed one. I was short one of stitch, I guess, and so I was trying to make up for it, and then obviously I messed up in maybe 4 rows, and then I added on a stitch somewhere, and then it somehow got back to normal, and now it's back to normal. I already pulled one of these out and restarted it, so I'm not gonna pull all of this out to restart it. And I didn't learn about lifelines until after the fact, so I'll just have to live with an imperfect scarf. Considering this one is my very first project. I started this one after, so this is my very first project. I'm not going to really be too hard on myself, considering that I'm learning new things, and I'm keeping going. So that's that. That is it for the month of February. I hope you guys had a good month. I hope you guys are stitching lots and getting everything done that you want to get done. I'm not. I'm not stitching nearly as much as I would like to. I'm really tired a lot in the evenings, and which is why I'm knitting, because I don't find it so hard on the brain. Even though I'm learning, I still find it easier than cross stitching when I'm tired. Next month will be my last month to stitch in the evening, because then on April I'll have to go back to school, so then I'll most likely be doing no cross stitching. And then in June I'm done school and work, so I'll be completely free. So we'll see then, but I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your support and your comments so much. And I watch you guys when I can. So take care, everybody, and happy stitching. Bye-bye.